decided to do a midweek video for you. I just thought I would mix it up a little bit and add in an extra video for you. And I thought today I would do the me time tag because Estee and Amelia made it up and they also tagged me, which was very nice. So let me just get started. The first question is, what do you watch or read in your me time? Now, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore just because I feel like I never have the time to sit down and watch it at that time that I want to watch a show, if that makes sense. So I do tend to watch mainly YouTube videos, just all my kind of favourite vlogs and stuff every day and things like that. But if I do watch TV, it tends to be stuff that I've recorded, which might be things like Gogglebox or New Girl, and also I like to watch Netflix, which I would tend to watch like Suits and things like that, which I am loving. In terms of reading, I sometimes kind of go through phases of reading my Kindle all the time and sometimes not reading it at all. And at the moment I've just started reading a book called Cabin Fever. I can't remember who it's written by, but it's basically written by an ex-air hostess. And yeah, I think it's already going to be quite good. It's quite saucy and it's quite interesting kind of getting real life stories from what happens up in the sky. So yeah, let me know if you've read that. The next question is, what do you wear in me time? I tend to wear anything that is comfy, slouchy, anything like that. My main go-to is definitely pyjama bottoms, and these are actually my favourite. They're actually a pair from Primark, but the reason I like them is because they're quite skinny in the leg and then they've got a little cuff, so they actually like are quite tight on your legs, if that makes sense. To go along with the pyjamas, I always have to wear a pair of cosy socks, which again are also always from Primark because they're so cheap. And I like to whack on a big dressing gown and things like that, or I would just wear leggings or something very comfy. And like Estee and Amelia, I would definitely do the no bra, you know. What are your me time beauty products? I tend to like either have a little bit of a pamper, so I might have a face mask. One of my favourites is the This Works, I think, and I also really like to have a big bubble bath, so I tend to grab one of my favourite Lush ones of the moment really, or just grab a little bit of a bubble bar that I have laying around. Current favourite nail polish. I'm probably quite fickle when it comes to nail polish. I tend to like paint my nails every week or a few times a week just because my nails chip so quickly, so I just tend to use a different nail polish every time I change up. So at the moment I'm actually wearing a nice blue bright one, which isn't probably very autumnal, but who cares, and this one is the Barry M Jelly Shine in Blueberry. So it's a really nice bright blue, but I like to wear kind of colours like that pop out and you can actually notice them. So yeah, that at the moment. What do you eat or drink in me time? I tend to either grab a cup of tea and find chocolate or scrounge around for any chocolate that's available. My favourite chocolate to eat would probably be a Toblerone, or I tend to do the naughty thing and get a glass or mug of milk and get some cookies and biscuits. So good. The next question is, what is your favourite candle of the moment? I don't tend to spend too much money on candles. As you can see here, I've got a little one from Sainsbury's, which is probably my favourite at the moment, which I think is just a coconut and orchid or something like that. But as I say, I don't tend to spend too much on them. I did end up buying a couple of Yankee Candle ones, but they were way too sweet, so I cannot even go there. But I do definitely want to get a few more, and I'll probably go for Yankee Candle, maybe like a Christmassy one, so let me know your favourites. Do you ever have outdoor me time? I'm not an outdoorsy girl as such. I do like to be at home, you know, all snuggled up and stuff, but I think the idea of going for a nice walk would be really nice, but I don't tend to do it on my own really. So yeah, I probably wouldn't think to go outside on my own, but maybe if I was really desperate and it was a really nice day, I would probably go for a little walk or something like that. Or if I had a dog, that would be lovely, but I don't. So, would you ever go and see a movie alone? I often think about this as a question, and if I'm honest, I don't think I would, just because I don't think it would ever come to that. I don't think I would ever need to go to see a film on my own. Like Dan and I go all the time. We tend to see films of each other that we don't particularly want to see anyway, and I would probably go with my girls if it was a really girly film or something like that. So I don't think there would be ever any need for me to go on my own, and yeah, if I'm honest, I don't think I would go on my own because I don't think I'd be that desperate to go and sit there on my own. I think I'd be a bit sad and lonely. Favourite online shop. This really ranges from what's in stock and things like that, but my favourites are probably like Misguided, Boohoo and ASOS, probably just because they've got the best range and probably the easiest navigation of the website and probably the most reasonable in price as well. The last thing is anything to add. I think I whizzed through these very quickly. I would just probably like to say that if I ever get any alone time, I tend to just clear out my room and literally, like, I'm looking around and it is such a mess. When this video is finished, I'm probably going to go and clean it just because it's making me feel a bit ill. But yeah, I like to do a big tidy up and just clear out old things, and I actually did a bit of a clear out the other day and it got very nostalgic because I was going through things that... I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I literally have so much stuff and I don't know why I keep it, so it's ridiculous. But yeah, that is probably what I like to do. Thank you so much for watching this tag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to do this, and yeah, I tag you, I tag everybody. I might put a few more people in the description box if I can think of some specific people. But yeah, let me know if you do it and I will go and have a watch. And yeah, thank you to Estee and Amelia for tagging me. It was very nice. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye!